How's it going, everyone? My name is Flipribbon, and welcome to Pathologic 2. This is weird, right? A little weird. Look at me. Look at me up there, saying things you can't hear. That's not what I'm saying at all. Yeah, it's because I lost a lot of this run. If you didn't see the last video I made, titled "I Hate Technology," which will never change. I've just lost so much progress in this goddamn game, and I still have the gameplay, and I got some suggestions in the comments that maybe I should commentate over the gameplay, just so I don't have to replay everything, because I did lose, like, 4 to 6 hours of playing this game, which is just a lot of time, especially for this game, because it's pure, unadulterated suffering. In any case, the show must go on, as they say, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna try my best here. I'm sorry if this is really weird, and this is kind of an experiment, so bear with me. We open the scene on the heels of day 3, or 4, I honestly don't remember. I think it's day 3, where the bell tolls, and it's like, plague time. It's absolute plague time, and everyone is here. They want a piece of Burak. I honestly forget what was going through my mind at this point. I actually distinctly remember. I was like, do I care about what any of these people have to say, because I'm exhausted, and I don't know. I just have so much shit to do. I want to upgrade my inventory. That was a big deal to me. We'll get to that later. And here Vlad is sort of sharing my sentiment. He's basically telling me, like, you don't have to talk to these fucking people. I can tell you everything. And here you get a small glimpse into, you know, the stuff I do behind the scenes, in between cuts. Isn't this weird? Isn't this the weirdest thing you've ever experienced? Whatever. In any case, Vlad is just telling me, like, plague's here, Burak. I need you as my personal doctor. All of these people and their opinions are worthless. Just listen to me. And he's a rat bastard, but I did want to take him at his word, because I don't know, I just wanted to get a move on. Honestly, I just wanted to go because I was sick of talking to these idiots, but it's okay. He doesn't say much from my memory. Well, I guess there is, like, the establishment of the fund and everything, and all that good stuff, good doctor stuff. In any case, I promptly ignore his advice and go immediately for Dan.
I'm a positivist. There are things in this world beyond our mundane perception.
I've always thought when he said positivist, he meant optimist, but no, I'm just an idiot. All that's to be gleaned from any of these conversations, quite frankly, is exactly what Big Vlad said. Like, they all just want you to be their aide and their whatever, and then good old fucking judge has to jump you. Did he have something to say about being illiterate? Because I will not take that after not knowing what realist meant. Or what was it? Positivist. Goddamn my brain. Here the judge is telling us, like, hey, you know the plague is here. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, I want you to protect the Stomatin twins. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I don't give a goddamn. And he said, well, you should, because you're a doctor. It straight up tries to guilt trip me with the Hippocratic Oath, alright? Like, whatever. This loser. More like this loser. This is, like, the only notable thing that I could actually think of. Because I did, full disclosure, go talk to everyone, but really, they just don't say much of interest. Really, they all just say, like, their lines. You know what I mean? Katarina's rambling about how she knows what's best, and Victor's rambling about the tower, from my fucking understanding, and, oh, Nina will come back and take it all, or some bullshit I don't remember. And it's all kind of meaningless. But Ruben is an idiot, and he admitted right there that, you know, I was the shit, and God, I cannot keep up. This was exactly what I was worried about with doing this format. Like, this game is so fast. Every single thing you're doing instantaneously. And it's insane. I can't even keep up with my own gameplay. It's fine. Oh yeah, totally missed the thought where I could go into my dad's, which had me confused. Like, why can't I go into my dad's house again? Like, I don't know what that thought is, even now. Never finished it. Weird as fuck. And now it's off to Lara's for good old sleep times. And on the way, you know, you do classic pathologic things, you know? You grab out of trash cans, a classic. You trade with the kids. You do all kinds of things in this game on a simple walk from point A to point B. And it's really not worth going into. You know, everyone here knows what you do when you play Pathologic. I don't have to go into every minute detail of my run here, but I don't know. It's really interesting to look back on gameplay of this game, because it seems like there's just no thought. Almost no thought goes into it. I mean, thought goes into it, but it's all just impulse. Like, you're just going. You're doing it as information comes, you're reacting to it and acting as soon as you feel like, that's the time to be acting. I don't know. It's so awesome. I love this game. And here, we get our first example of the inventory wars. This is a never-ending struggle. Through the entirety of me playing this fucking game, like, it actually got me to the point of screaming with this inventory shit, because it kept on being, I had to drop a bunch of shit to pick up anything, and it was usually food, just so I could eat, but I couldn't sacrifice anything if I wanted to keep the food instead of just eat it immediately, and it just drove me crazy. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, good idea would be to maybe upgrade the inventory. Well, God, it'll take a while, but there is an answer as to why this didn't happen, and it's just such a mess. It's such a mess, this run, and yeah, I don't know, man. Here I'm flexing a little bit, the fact that this isn't a blind playthrough. I looked at Steam and I found this awesome map that someone made. I could look for the like Steam user ID. I probably should, but it's so cool because it details like everything, and it showed me where to find all of these awesome little treasure troves. And I don't know, that's probably going to be a running thing because I explained in this, I'm gonna die if I don't get every handicap I can. So in terms of like finding these treasure chests, I'm not gonna do it myself. It's not really the challenge to do it myself. Like, the game is gonna be impossibly hard, even with that shit. So I don't know. I just wanted to give myself, at least a chance. And this chance is still bullshit. I can't fit anything. It's the inventory, man. The inventory. Does anyone remember seeing these, like, flies around the Mother Botto spots, by the way? I don't. I don't at all. Like, this huge mass of flies by the roots. I was just very confused about what those were. Hello! Wow, look at her go. I don't know. I am not smart enough to interpret any of these dreams. I mean, is it Nera, or whatever her name is? But why? Little Udong! You fucking Udong? Albino? I don't think so. Those aren't pretty ladies. I have no idea. I'm really trying to use, like, the Mother Botto roots more in this run as well than I ever did before. And I'm testing, like, the infected blood on it to see if it'll give me White Whip, and bam. Bam, baby. That's how you get White Whip. Fuck going through the infected districts. That is the move. So I got to the theater a little earlier than expected, and I kind of had to just wait. This sucks. Who wants to do that? Literally nobody wants to do that in this game. There always feels like there's something you could be doing in Pathologic. Like, waiting around, whatever, day is over. But, oh, do you notice something? I have failed to protect the crude sprawl from infection. After talking about meeting Khan and Notkin in the Broken Heart for, whatever, 10 episodes. It's ridiculous. It is what it is. Notkin's just infected. It's cool. It's fine. Peter, shit happens. I told the judge exactly what my intentions were. But, yeah, I did not want to accept that. I decided to go the smart route this time, and maybe catch a few hours of napsies at fucking Big Vlad's, and try to sort out my inventory a little bit. Oh, no napsies for me today. Well, none today might have been a little bit of an over-exaggeration. After a little bit of trading, and I'm back. It's time to sleep. But, have to go through dream times, but just skip that shit. Who needs it? And finally, the fated meeting in the Broken Heart. I will not tell you how awesome I felt the first time I realized you can jump over those rocks to get to the Broken Heart, but off we go. From what I remember, these conversations are just about how they think death has arrived to the town, like death itself, as like a physical entity, because everybody is dying. It's really kind of strange, because it is what's happening. Death does come to town. He's literally the dead items guy, but I don't know. It's strange in this game how Death is 100% a character, but it seems like the Plague is more personified as your enemy than Death is. Death is sort of just there, like cleaning up the mess, right? That's the whole idea. I don't know. It's weird. In any case, Khan and Notkin want us to go to Death's house, because if Death is here, surely he's shacked up somewhere, and do something. Literally just go to Death's house, do something, and, cast him away from the house. And They don't know if they believe the superstition, but every superstition has a modicum of truth to it, that's a real world thing, alright? It's a real world thing, alright? What we talked about with Khan was more, about him, and how he's the leader of the tower, he doesn't follow the law because he's Caspar Kane, the badass, and he's like, let me get on with my business, and yeah, he said he respected my father, and he respects me as a future healer. What a nice guy. And what do you know? Death found himself a home in the crude sprawl. Sounds like an urban legend, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Always with the fire and the smoke. And don't know why I'm pausing here. I'm a crazy man. And, think I'm going to the crude sprawl now. Just pausing the game over and over again. A crazy person. Thus we arrive at Casa la Death, which is, great. And for all intents and purposes, for full transparency, I have seen Sulmatul go through this, but when I was going through it, I forgot how you get out of here. So, it was a little bit of a frightening experience. I didn't know exactly what to expect. So we find Notkin and Khan in the house, as planned, and, we're like, why the hell are we locked in here? Did your friends do it, Notkin? And he's like, no way. So, we propose, obviously, follow the urban legend. Where there's smoke, there's fire, after all. And Notkin says, are you for real? This asshole. Like, yes, I'm for real. What else would you do in this town, you asshole kids? When did you suddenly become the pillar of reason? Anyway, so we're going to go light the candles.
I'm sorry about your father, Burach.
Yeah, thank you, Khan.
He was a man of great humanity.
Khan's a nice kid. For all of his egoism or whatever, Khan's a pretty good kid, not gonna lie. Let's begin some of the spookiest sound design I've ever heard in a game, man. Like, this whole house is like a haunted horrors of just sounds I hate, sounds I don't want to hear, and it's great. Oh, are you ready for this? There goes his boots. Oh man, what do you think Flip does? Well, he realizes, my boots are gone. What the fuck? Tries again. Oops, my mask is gone now. Flip should say, okay, this chest is bad news. I'm walking away. Cool wardrobe. But that chest, though. But you never know. I mean, that chest, though. And there goes his gloves. Flip is just a goddamn genius. I can't even believe the absolute excellence here. Like, do you see this masterclass gameplay? Anyway, finding the candles, but I already know at this point, I don't have enough matches. Death is following me, hell is following me, the plague is following me, but I managed to protect the crude sprawl from infection. And look at my little fist down there. I love that. I love that my little fist was down there, celebrating. Why? I just have to ask why. I mean, maybe I wasn't quick enough, but in any case, I saved the crude sprawl. An entire district versus a child. What do you do? But I realized something. I still can't get out of the house. Running around, looking for matches, looking for candles. Found a candle, you need a match. I was really hoping I wouldn't. So, one needle. That's the only needle I had. That's all the immunity I got. There's no way out. From my perception, no way out. So what do? Run to the kids. Cower behind the children. Absolutely. And you want to know the beautiful irony of cowering behind the children? I know I don't get to it yet, alright? I'm still grasping for hope that I'll find matches. An impossible task. I'm realizing the plague legit does not go in this room. It cannot get you if you stand right here behind Notkin. Just can't get you. Your immunity does not go down, ever. But you have to sit there for like 7 hours until the dawn comes. And, that's hell. It's midnight. So what do? I mean, you go out. You have to. You look in every nook and cranny. You look anywhere you can for a spare match. Any spare match. You go back to the plague box. Why does it let you open it? I don't know. I didn't focus on it because I just wanted to leave. But I'm angry about it, okay? And I want to talk about it. But through all the trials and error, and I even considered just dying, I found the last candle, and I was released from hell. And there you go. I don't know if death really arrived to our town, or if it was just a bed of infection. What matters is, I found it, and the place will be quarantined. The disease will bite off one district fewer now. Isn't that just so satisfying? I mean, you know, your kid still gets infected, and you're pretty infected and extremely exhausted, and still dying, really. Nothing's super changed for you, but don't you feel good that you've, like, saved a whole district? That made me feel very good. And that was the director's commentary of episode 12 of Pathologic 2, guys. Please let me know if you enjoy this format, if you want to see the rest of it like this, or if you'd rather just me replay the game, because honestly, that's okay. You know, you always learn something from playing Pathologic, and I won't feel too horrible replaying everything, but, yep, as you can see, it's time for me to go. So, I'm me, you're you, but I've gotta go. Have an amazing day, guys. Peace out.